Connected Operations empowers your frontline workforce with intuitive digital tools. It includes digital guidance, quality, and maintenance, allowing for paperless workflow and supporting the smooth running of your operations. So jumping into the system here, where we're on the register stops page, where we typically see the operators spend most of their time, you can see down here there's now a list of activities, quality checks that have been triggered by the system. So an operator should see one of these pop up, and when they want to perform a quality check, they can click on the example here. And here they're going to be prompted with this box. This is a customizable form that will show you how to build, but for now, this is what the operator is going to be presented with. First, they'll be asked to input the weight in grams. So let's say this was 130 grams. The operator fills that in. And then they're asked to do a visual check to see if it is within specification, the shape using the sample board and the color using the scale. They have confirmed both of these pass the test, and so they will say that this test was a pass. And then they submit that. So with just a couple of clicks, we've digitalized this quality check and logged that in the Factbird system. So this is how the activities are carried out by the operators, but let's take a look at how you can actually build these activities for them to conduct. So we'll just come here to the activities page, come to activities, and here we've got our digital form builder. So this is the example of the one we just looked at, the quality check. Let's open that up as an example, and here you're brought to the digital form builder page. We can see what's been built here. You can see that these are all little modules that you can add on to build a custom form. So here's the weight one we looked at. You can see here that we've actually set a max and minimum here of 120 to 150 grams. And if it falls outside of this spec, it will automatically fail. So you can set those as predetermined metrics. Looking here at the visual check, we can see that is a checkbox function. And just to show you what can be added here, let's say add an element. You've got these different field types. So it can be text, numbers, some instructions, the pass fail, which we saw at the end, or an image upload if you want an image to be attached to this form. You can also see the triggers here in terms of when these quality checks or just general activities get prompted. So to add a trigger for this, we can look at the different types of triggers. Let's look at every X minutes as an example, and let's say this is going to be every 30 minutes during a batch if the product is Factbird Pilsner. So during this, you can make it so that it's very customizable to say that if this product is running in a batch, then that is when this starts to get triggered. So that's the every X minutes. You could also make it as simple as just every 60 minutes after batch start on any product. It's very customizable. You can see every X units produced, so you could say every 1,000 units produced, this needs to be triggered. We could focus it on a specific event, such as a batch start or a shift changeover, a fixed time interval, so just every 2 hours, or based on a specific stop registration. So let's say if we do by this specific stop cause, let's say if there is a glass breakage, there is a standard operating procedure that needs to be followed. You can trigger to say if the stop cause glass breakage is registered by an operator, then they will be prompted with this activity that they will need to fill out and complete. You can also do that just by a general category, such as a changeover type stop. Or you can get really custom with it and trigger this as and when you want. So the whole point of this is it's built around flexibility so that you can build both the activities that are suitable to your workplace and trigger them when makes sense for you. So if I come back to the activities page, we can actually start to look at the reporting of as these activities start to get carried out. As I said, it's great to have these logged just for accountability for auditing your own quality or activities, but you can also see here how many pass and fails you've had, in this case just looking at the last 8 hours, but we could also look at this page based on a specific batch and see how many pass and failed activities we had within a batch or shift, or we could go to one of those specific activities such as open up our quality check activity and look at the different levels of pass and fail we've had there. Also, if we come down and select one instance, we'll be able to look at the historical record of when it was created, when it was completed, and what data was actually inputted by the operator. So this is how you can start to really digitalize your guidance, SOPs, and quality checks. But another feature that's quite important to this application is the maintenance side of things. So if I move over to the preventive maintenance feature here, we can see it's almost a similarly built part of the system where you can see your plans, log, and the actual current work orders. So if I start maybe with maintenance plans, here you can build out plans for your maintenance team, saying this is the plan based on this asset on such and such a line, and give like a part number if you want, assign a role of who's to carry this out. You can add further instructions. And you can base the trigger of this maintenance activity on either cycles, calendar, or elapsed time. So cycles could be every 5,000 units produced, this task needs to be completed by the maintenance team. Calendar would be every Wednesday at 6 p.m. or elapsed time would just be every 6 hours or every, whatever that may be. So you build out this maintenance plan. And then you can come to work orders, and this is the page your maintenance team would likely be working with, where they can see their currently planned work orders, their overdue work orders, and their planned future work orders. So when the maintenance team are working with this, they'll click on it, they'll put in their initials, and they'll put in their comment in terms of what was actually completed by that maintenance team. So we'll complete that work order, and then that's going to be completed and restart the clock on when that's going to happen next. So that's how you can capture a lot of this information that exists within your operations.